Hello anybody, welcome return to the channel The Star Beats, and in case you're partial to classic cinema and charming love tales, you are in for a treat these days. We are diving deep into the existence of none other than Hollywood legend Robert Redford, a person whose on-display allure has mesmerized audiences for decades. But there is more to Robert than simply his iconic roles. Backstage lies a deeply non-public tale of affection, loss, and resilience that he has kept largely under wraps till now. So snatch your popcorn due to the fact this is a story you might not want to miss. First of all, let's set the stage. You in all likelihood recognize Robert Redford is one of the best actors of all time, with that golden hair and a grin that might mild up even the dreariest of days. He has enchanted us in movies like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid and The Way We Have Been. But did you know he became just an ordinary kid from Santa Monica, California, developing up in a modest working-class circle of relatives? Robert became the son of an accountant and a homemaker. His upbringing changed into far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. In reality, he often describes himself as a bad pupil who determined his actual passion in art and sports. Are you able to consider the man who would later turn out to be a cinematic icon struggle to sit down still in a classroom? Now permits take a journey back to the late 50s. Whilst Robert met the affection of his lifestyles, Lola Van Wagen, their connection changed into instant image. This a young Robert nonetheless suffering to discover his footing in Hollywood meets Lola, a grounded lady from Provo, Utah, with a sturdy Mormon faith. She was the whole lot. He wasn't calm, collected, and deeply rooted in her values. They eloped in 1958 against her mother and father needs. Are you able to consider the drama? Young enthusiasts slightly out in their teenagers running off to marry. It sounds just like the plot of a rom-com, doesn't it? However, their journey wasn't all fairy stories and purple carpets. They confronted hardships that would take a look at their love. Attractive tragedy struck whilst their first infant Scott surpassed far away from Sid's. This inconceivable heartbreak may want to have torn them aside, however instead it added them closer. Robert regularly speaks approximately Lola's quiet electricity and how she became his anchor at some point of tumultuous times. This leads us to a concept-provoking factor: how will we address loss? For Robert, art became a shelter. After the tragedy, he poured himself into his paintings, and in 1963 his massive break came with the Broadway production of Barefoot in the Park. With each successive route comes new challenges as Robert's profession took off. Lola was at home elevating their three children, Shauna, David, and Amy. The pressures of fame commenced to take a toll on their marriage. Robert admitted he regularly prioritized his profession over family life. Can you believe the balancing act Robert turning into a family name even as Lola became handling the home? The front it's clean to romanticize celebrity existence. However, this story shows the sacrifices backstage. Within the mid-1980s, after nearly 3 decades collectively, they decided to part ways. However, right here's the twist: regardless of the divorce, Robert endured to speak of Lola with admiration, calling her the love of his life. After his breakup with Lola, Robert located himself in whirlwind romances, including a passionate fling with Brazilian actress Sonia Braga. Their chemistry became electric and they dazzled at events like the Cannes movie pageant. However, like many Hollywood romances, it fizzled out after less than a while. Then came Lena Olin, a Swedish actress who stuck his eye whilst filming Havana. Their romance was extreme and packed with creativity. Imagine the conversations they need to have had about art and movie. But this dating also ran its direction, leaving Robert with extra instructions in love. Every of these connections to flourish authentically. They married in 2009 in a non-public ceremony, and together they co-founded a non-profit, the Manor of the Rain, selling environmental protection through art. Robert once stated Sibylla gave him an entire new life, and it's clear their shared passions added them nearer collectively. As we look back on Rob Redford's incredible journey, it is clear that love, loss, and resilience have shaped him into the man he is nowadays. He isn't always only a Hollywood legend, he is a committed father, a grandfather, and an advisor for the environment. Robert's tale is a reminder that behind every iconic figure is a complicated tapestry of relationships, struggles, and triumphs.